Yeah, so before I started the bridge, I was struggling quite a bit at home. I wasn't really part of my family. I was, but I didn't really associate with them that much. I more so just hung out with some friends that were a little bit of bad influence and just tried to stay away from home as much as possible because I was just going through a rough patch mentally and just couldn't really make myself present in the family. I think a lot has changed from since being at home to going through wilderness and coming here. I think a lot of it has been just developing more mental maturity and being able to recognize what works for me and what doesn't in terms of how I process things and how I need to take a bigger step back to look at things. One of my biggest problems when I was home was just trying to continuously do things the same way and not really look at another option or not ask for help. And that was something that I worked on a lot here, as well as just figuring out who I am as a person. Everyone always has the question who am I? But being here has really helped me figure out who Zach is and what my boundaries for being myself versus catering to another person. And that's been a huge difference since being at home to coming here. A big challenge for me here, it was just finding my identity, I guess, and sticking with that. I can switch my personality or match my personality with other people pretty easily, and that can be a good thing and a bad thing. And it became a problem here for a little bit, and I had to take some time to just sit with myself and figure out why and what I can do to fix it or to look for warning signs of when I'm not being myself. And it's something that I'm still working on. I think for the most part I've gotten it. I've been able to see when it happens and I know when it's going to happen, but it's still something that I need to work on, just in terms of surrounding myself by people that are good for me and who want the best for me. And I mainly just overcame this, or started to overcome it, by just spending some time with Danny and with another student, and essentially just taking myself out of the bridge life for a few days, 2 or 3 days, and we just hiked and journaled. And when I came back to the bridge, just continued to look at my process and just see what I was doing at the time and what I'm doing now and what the difference is. And then just continuously checking in with myself mentally and just seeing how I'm feeling. And just doing that constantly helped me realize this is who I am and not this other person. I don't think there's one specific thing or place that has really helped me develop into who I am now. I think it was just a combination of everything, from doing goals, planning them each week, or planning my schedule, going on aventuras. I think it all just sort of combined into this thing that has helped me just figure out who I am. Definitely a lot of it has been essentially just tearing me down and then putting me back together, I guess, and just seeing how I am is without a shell, I guess, who I am, plain and simple. When I started to I guess switch my personality a little bit to match other people, that's when I realized this is what I am when I'm not happy. and then I had to sort of rebuild myself back up from just taking a step back and looking at it that. I think some of my major takeaways from being at the bridge is mainly just like figuring out how to, I guess is in the most basic sense, figuring out how to like live an adult life. And that, I mean, that can be broken down into a lot of things, from just like being able to plan correctly. Before coming here, like I knew how to plan, but I didn't really know how to like fully make a plan. And when I was here, I had to fully make a plan, and it was a lot more stressful than I thought, even though I was only planning for a week. And I don't know, a lot of this just teaches, at least for me, it taught me how to recognize who I am and what I need to do in order to either complete something or to fulfill a desire of mine or to help someone else. And I think just being put into an environment that I've never been to, like being put in Costa Rica, has been a huge part of that. I think it's definitely helped me with my confidence, and that's something that I've taken a lot from this program, is just getting in touch with myself and appreciating myself for who I am, because that was something that was really tough for me to do before. And just being able to reach out for support and ask for help. And I mean, a lot of things. I've learned how to save money properly. I don't know, how to just like take a risk and shoot for the stars, I guess.